Hey, welcome. Good to see you. Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock p.m. We are here in Texas, USA, and it is the very end of January. Woo! End of January. Wait, let's look at the calendar. What happens after January on the calendar? What happens tomorrow? Wait, what does this say? Oh, tomorrow is the first day of February. Today's the last day of January. 2021. That's the year. And what do we have going on today? Well, today, for you music lovers, I have decided to create this list, kind of like how I did at the end of the year last year, where I listed #1 albums and songs of years ending in whatever number that year ended was a 0. Well, now I have years ending in 1, but only for the month of January because we haven't gotten any other months yet. We're just going to look back on some stuff, and then we're going to go into the DJ Whipple radio program. Right? Okay, so let's see what we got here. It would help if I... What's going on, huh? All right. So what's first? Oh, 1951. That was 60 years ago, right? What was popular in January 1951? January 1951. Okay, well, according to what I've got here, all right, so January 1951, the #1, he had the #1, Bing Crosby had a #1 album with Merry Christmas, and the South Pacific Original Cast album was the #1 album. And the #1 song in January of 1951 was Patti Page with the Tennessee Waltz. All right. And I don't have any of those. So, all right. January 1961. All right, what do we got? Elvis Presley, Are You Lonesome Tonight was the #1 song in January 1951. You got Elvis here. That was a #1 song, and it's right there. And #1, Are You Lonesome Tonight? Are you lonesome tonight? That was, wait, 50 years ago. No, wait a minute, hold on. 1961 was 60 years ago. Okay, Elvis Presley, Are You Lonesome Tonight? Bert Kaempfert, Wonderland by Night. The Shirelles, Will You Love Me Tomorrow? And I actually have that represented on this right here. You got the Best of the Girl Groups. We got the Shirelles. We got Leader of the Pack by the Shangri-Las. Shirelles, Love Me Tomorrow. Will You Love Me Tomorrow? Right there. Okay. All right. That was #1 in January 1961. We had the Elvis Presley GI Blues soundtrack. Let me see, what do I got? Anything by that? Oh, there's the movie, GI Blues. This is Elvis Presley in Germany. And he actually was in Germany. He was in Grafenwehr, Germany. They actually have some Elvis Presley stuff in a museum in Grafenwehr. I've been there. It's cool. All right. Hey, what do we got? We got Miramar Cat Lover. Hello, host. Hello. Cat Lover. I don't have any cats, do I? Oh. No cats for me, but hello, welcome to our show. I'm talking about music, and we're talking about stuff from January and It's 2021, year ending in 1. And so I just got done talking about, one of the #1 albums 60 years ago in 1961. We had Elvis Presley with GI Blues. So where are you from? Where are you coming from? Miramar Cat Lover. Okay. So what else we got here? All right. Another #1 album in January of 1961. Frank Sinatra with Nice and Easy. Bob Newhart with The Button Down Mind Strikes Back. That was the sequel to The Button Down Mind of Bob Newhart. And Burt Kaempfert, Wonderland by Night, the album. And the Exodus soundtrack for a movie called Exodus, which I guess was pretty popular back then. All right. That was 1961. January of 1961. That was popular and that month 60 years ago. Come on. Give me something I can feel. Hmm? All right. Let's update our list now. Let's go to January 1971. This was 50 years ago. January 1971. All right. So we got January 1971. #1 album was George Harrison with All Things Must Pass. All right. #1 song, George Harrison, My Sweet Lord, and Isn't It a Pity? And the another #1 song in January of 1971, 50 years ago, was Tony Orlando and Dawn with Knock 3 Times. Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. What? Somebody needed me? Okay. All right. Hope everybody's having a good afternoon, or actually overseas it would be good morning, or other places good evening, something like that. All right, let's travel back in time to January of 1981, which was 40 years ago already. Say it's not so. All right, 1981. We had John Lennon singing Just Like Starting Over. And this is all on this album right here. John Lennon and Yoko Ono, Double Fantasy. All right, yeah, John Lennon, #1 song with Just Like Starting Over. That was on here. All right, which also was the #1 album at that time in January 1981. John Lennon and Yoko Ono, Double Fantasy. Mercy's my Yoko Ono, but she didn't break any up the Beatles. So, poor Yoko got blamed for that. All right, and then another #1 song in January 1981 was Blondie with The Tide is High. Call me. There's Tide is High. Okay, there we go. The tide is high, and I'm moving on. And I'm moving on. Okay, Blondie. All right, there we go. January 1981. Okay, very good, huh? Okay. Haha. Okay, let's find something. No. Okay, how about that? What say we go up 10 more years? All right, what comes after 1981 if we're doing 10 years at a time? I can do math. January 1991. All right, what was popular in the month of January 1991, 30 years ago? 1991 was 30 years ago. Can't be right. All right. Number one album, Vanilla Ice, To the Extreme. Rock a Mic Like a Vandal. All right. Number one song, Madonna, Justify My Love, which can be found on this album. Justify My Love. It was when Madonna was really getting into her steamy area, or her steamy era. It was around the time where, after this album, she came out with I can't remember what the name of but the album that came after that, and then she came out with her, I don't know if it was called The Sex Book, or there was like some book. There was like a coffee table type book with all sorts of interesting pictures. As Madonna in the early 90s right there. Okay. And what else? Janet Jackson, Love Will Never Do Without You, which can be found on her Janet Jackson Rhythm Nation, plus her greatest hits too. But Love Will Never Do Without You, number one song in January 1991. And what else? Surface with The First Time. There's an R&B group called Surface. Do you remember the first time we fell in love? Do you? You remember the first time we fell in love? I almost do. Okay. Oh, wait. We got a break. All right, let's move up. Hopefully this is interesting to somebody else besides me. But I'm presenting it, and hopefully there's an audience for people that are like, oh, I want to know this stuff too. All right. January 2001 was 20 years ago already. All right. At that time, the number one song was Destiny's Child with Independent Woman. Okay, where is it? I guess I didn't plan this thing as well as I thought I did. All right. There we go. All right. Destiny's Child, number one song with Independent Women. And that can be found on their, I think that's on their Survivor album and also on their Greatest Hits. And where is it? Stand Up for Love, Independent Women, Part 1. There we go. Beyonce, when she was still with the group Destiny's Child, number one song. All right. And then also the number one album of January 2001, The Beatles, One. So all these were number one hits for the Beatles. Some of them weren't actually on the U.S. charts as the number one, but on some chart, they were number one songs. And that's like such an awesome Beatles album to have. It's like the best of the best. All right. That was 20 years ago. Can you believe that? Well, what about January 2011? That was just 10 years ago. What was popular 10 years ago? Anybody remember? Well, let's see. In January of 2011, Taylor Swift had a number one album with Speak Now. Cake had a number one album with Showroom of Compassion. And the number one songs of January 2011, we had Katy Perry with Firework, Bruno Mars with Grenade, lots of exploding in 2011. I was in Afghanistan, but anyway. All right, and then Britney Spears, Hold It Against Me. Those were all number one songs in January 2011. All right, and then we come to what was popular just this last month. 2021. It's the year 2021. This last month, and this is the last day of this month. Okay, so what do we got? I got the sunlight shining in through the thing. If I just like sit back here, I'm not blotted out by the sun. All right, January 2021. All right, #1 song, Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Again, amazing, huh? 24K Golden and Ian Dior with Mood. Why You Always in the Mood. And then Olivia Rodrigo with Driver's License. #1 albums of January 2021. And Taylor Swift with Evermore. Playboy Cardi with Whole Lot of Red. And Morgan Wallen with Dangerous, the double album. It has nothing to do with the Michael Jackson album called Dangerous, which actually came out in 1991, at the end of 1991 though. But okay, so that was that. All right. So there we go. There's our little charts for January of years ending in 1. I thought, hopefully that was interesting. Hopefully you actually have fond memories of some of that music. I think that some good stuff back then. And in a little bit, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go say hi to Mercy, see what Mercy's up to. And then when we come back, what we're going to do is it's time for the DJ Whipple radio show. And first, I got stuff from tonight's show. Tonight, KPPC 96.9 FM or kppcsa.com from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. Central Time USA. And you can even do it online. You'll hear me reading the stuff in between all the music. Right? Okay, let's go. Let's see Mercy. Oh, I heard her. She was in the kitchen. Where'd she go? Mercy. Uh-oh. We can't see Mercy. Never mind. Hey, what do we got? Biz 2. Welcome February 1st, 2020 here in the Philippines. Mega shout out host. Hello, Biz 2. Yes. Wow, it is 6 a.m. in the Philippines, February 1st of 2021. You made it to the new month before we did. Well, of course, that's always going to happen. Made it to the new year, made it to Christmas. You always get stuff before us. So, hello, welcome. Welcome to the show. All right. So, as you know, I go by the name of DJ Whipple when I'm on the radio. And so I've got an 80s radio show. And so what I like to do is I like to share some of those interesting things I come up with. All right. Are y'all ready for that? You ready for it, Biz 2? Shout out. All right. Sunday evening. Okay, this is how my show tonight that's going to be on tonight begins. And my first part here, I take it from a Mamas and Papa song. There's a Mamas and Papa song called Monday Monday. So I changed the lyrics around because I got a Sunday night show. Wow, okay. Sunday evening, so good to me. Sunday, Sunday, It was all I hoped it would be. Sunday morning, I found a church I could praise freely. And now I've got my 80s listeners here with me. Welcome to the 80s. We got fun and games. We got everything you want. Like this. Like this. Like this. I can pretend I'm doing this. Ooh. Tonight on the WWE Network, or on pay-per-view, if anybody still does those things, they are having the 2021 Royal Rumble, an event that has been going on annually for 32 years. We've seen a lot of our favorite wrestlers come and go, and some tragically too. Rowdy Roddy Piper, Macho Man Randy Savage, Miss Elizabeth, Rick Rude, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, the Ultimate Warrior, and even Junkyard Dog among them. Nobody from the 80s is wrestling full-time anymore, but here and there we still see legends around. Hulk Hogan is around, as well as Sergeant Slaughter, Ric Flair, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Bret Hart, and more. Even Tito Santana is still alive, thank God. Although I haven't seen him in the WWE in a long time. Well, from wrestling to music. And then we get back to playing whatever 80s song is next. But I play whatever song I have on here that I'm allowed to play. All right. Let's go. Or whatever. Nah. Okay. Groundhog's Day is coming soon, and so is Waitongs Day in New Zealand. And we all know that 90s rap group, that Waitong clan ain't nothing to mess with. Oh, wait, that's the Wu-Tang Clan. And you know, the Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to mess with. And you want her, and she wants you. We won't tell the world, and you want her, and she wants you. No one, no one, no one ever is to blame. And who can blame us for loving 80s music? Who can blame us? All right, let's go. That's the end of that first hour. Let's go see what everybody's doing. Come with me. Hail Mary. All right, what's going on inside the house? Oh, there you are. Oh, Mercy's sleeping. Oh, okay. We can't say hi to Mercy because Mercy's sleeping. Merlita just came home, but we can't say hi to them either. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, so 31st of January. Tonight, I am planning on watching the Royal Rumble whenever that starts. Should be probably in less than 2 hours from now, actually. Something to look forward to, right? Okay, it's Sunday night in the 80s. And what a better time to quote Mr. Mister. Kyrie eleison down the road that I must travel. Kyrie eleison through the darkness of the night. Kyrie eleison, where I'm going will you follow? Kyrie eleison on a highway in the light. Well, here I am. Would you send me an angel? Scorpions, all right. As long as it's not the angel in the centerfold. You know, Duran Duran sang, save a prayer for the morning after. Oh, why not start tonight? And in the meantime, 80s music, okay. All right, Sunday night, and folks, I grew up in the church. And my parents were so religious that up until my 8th grade of school, I went to a Christian private school. I have climbed the highest mountains, and I have run through the fields. I believe in the kingdom come, and all the colors will bleed into one, bleed into one. Well, yes, I'm still running. You broke the bonds and you loosed the chains, carried the cross of my shame, of my shame. You know, I believed it, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. Or as U2 put it on the song called 40 from their 1983 War album, I waited patiently for the Lord. He inclined and heard my cry. He brought me up out of the pit, out of the miry clay. I will sing a new song. I will sing a new song. I will sing a new song. How long to sing this song? Well, not much longer before you can sing more 80s music. If you tune into my show, I play 80s music, not just YouTube music. What? Okay. 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 Before this river becomes an ocean, before I go it out the door. Oh, baby, I've reconsidered my foolish notion. Well, I need to do some praising, so I'll go to the Alamo. Yes, I gotta have faith, faith. I gotta have faith. But just like a prayer, your voice can take me there. Just like a muse to me, you are a mystery. Just like a prayer, no choice can take me there. So raise your voices and say yay for the 80s. And here's more music, kind of. All right. Yes, birdies. We haven't said hi to the birdies yet, have we? Yeah, it's okay. So this part that I'm doing right here is I got on my Facebook page, and I posted the question, okay, so friends, you know, when you think about music from the 80s and think about secular music that's, got a religious message to it, how many songs can you think of that are like that? And that, a bunch of the stuff that I'm reading off already is stuff that, you got almost any U2 song. You got Kyrie eleison. You got Send Me an Angel, Save a Prayer by Duran Duran. You had, Faith by George Michael, although I don't know if it's the same kind of faith as, okay, but anyway, and then Madonna, Just Like a Prayer, stuff like that. And then this next bit, there's a part that actually really liked. Wait, did I do that part already? Oh, okay. So, Sunday, January 31st, and tomorrow is a new month. And don't even worry, even among the worst of COVID and its strains, you have words like this from Prince's 1987, The Cross. Black day, stormy night. No love, no hope in sight. Don't cry, for he is coming. Don't die without knowing the cross. Or from 1988, I wish you love, I wish you heaven. And even Prince sang a song about God on the B-side to the Purple Rain single. In the beginning, there was God. He made the earth and the heavens. He gave us light to rule the day, and another light to rule the night. God made you, God made me too. He made us all equally. And as wrestler Kurt Angle used to say, it's true. It's darn true. Okay. Hope everybody's doing okay out there. Hope everybody's doing good. Stay healthy. You know, it's still well, no, wait. I say it's still January, but barely. Even here in America, well, where I am in America, we only have 5.5. Wait, no, it's 4:30 p.m. Help me with my math here. How many more hours until midnight? 12 minus 5 is 7, right? Okay, 7.5 hours, and then it'll be midnight, and then it's going to be February 1st. So the latest in America, so in 9.5 hours, it'll be midnight on the East Coast. No, West Coast. Yeah, California, Washington, Oregon. All right. Thank you for tuning in to this 80s show. I know why you love listening to KPPC, because it reminds us of our youth. And like the group Alphaville, forever young, I want to be forever young. For one more hour and I'll be muttering, you'll be all right tonight. Because, Sister Christian, there's so much in life. Don't you give it up before your time is due. It's true. And it's true that I'm going to play more music for you. Starting with this one. Or maybe not this one. Let me see. Let me find something that moves me. Move me, baby. No. Come on, it shouldn't be that hard to find. That sounds interesting. Eh? Sounded like it had a good start to it. Come on, give me something funky. Something rocking. Okay. All right, so what have we got? What's on my 80s display today? Okay, what we got you down here? We got Marvin Gaye, sun shining on him. Marvin Gaye with Midnight Love. You know, you got that sexual healing. Got Culture Club, Best of Blondie, Night Rangers, Sister Christian, Duran Duran, Rio, Black Uhuru, and Luther Vandross, The Scorpions, The Pretenders, Billy Idol, Tina Turner, Billy Squire, Motley Crue, Michael Jackson, The Go-Go's, ZZ Top, Def Leppard, Elvis Costello, more Billy Squire. Yeah, we're rocking tonight. But since it's the 80s, and not all 80s have to be about music, there's like other stuff that happened in the 80s too. Like that's fun. But all right, so I'm going to share something that I found interesting. Remember last week I actually went through and found like a list of presidential inauguration speeches. Well, since we're talking about 80s stuff, I highlighted, the best of Ronald Reagan's first speech, or at least my favorite parts, and try to piece them together for you right here. Okay, so if you're ready for this, okay. Oh, America, the future is still in our hands. We just have to realize what is good about us, all of us. Back in 1981, Ronald Reagan took office, and these are some of the impressive things he said in his inaugural address. We have every right to dream heroic dreams. Those who say that we're at a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. You can see heroes every day going in and out of factory gates. Others, a handful in number, produce enough food to feed all of us, and then the world beyond. You meet heroes across the counter. And they're on both sides of that counter. There are entrepreneurs with faith in themselves and faith in an idea who create new jobs, new wealth, and opportunity. There are individuals and families whose taxes support the government and whose voluntary gifts support church, charity, culture, art, and education. Their patriotism is quiet but deep. Their values sustain our national life. This objective will be a healthy, vigorous, growing economy that provides equal opportunities for all Americans with no barriers born of bigotry or discrimination. Putting America back to work means putting all Americans back to work. Well, let me get back to work and play some music, give you something to dance to. Right? How about this? Is this something to dance to? I feel something. I can feel it. Okay, why not? We'll keep it right there. Yeah. I love you, birdies. Woo! Listen to them. Got them all excited now. All right. That's it. Woo! All right. So what else we got? Okay. Last little bit I had right here for tonight's radio show, which starts in about 2.5 hours. If you can, click on your internet to kppcsa.com, and you'll be able to turn into my radio station. Okay. This last little bit, more stuff. Since it's a Sunday night show, might as well have like whatever 80s religious stuff I can have without actually being specifically religious, right? Does that, okay. How about, anybody remember this one? We go to the doctor, we go to the mountains, we look to the children, we drink from the fountains. Yeah, we go to the Bible, we go to the workout, we read up on revival, we stand up for the lookout. There's more than one answer to these questions, pointing me in a crooked line. Unless I seek my source for some definitive, closer I am to find. Or as 1989 Sinead O'Connor sang, the whole time I'd never seen, all you had spread before me. The whole time I'd never seen, All I'd need was inside me. Now I feel so different. Now I feel so different. And she started that one off with, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And as we get closer to the end of this Sunday night, let us stay in good spirits until next week. In the meantime, that's a song by Space Hog. But that's not Space Hog. Let's go see the birds. See what all that fuss is about. Quietly though. There's the little birds. They got quiet. What's going on in here? Our house is so quiet. Okay. Everybody's resting except for me. All right. This may end up being a short live stream, everybody. Maybe this isn't the best time of day to do it anyway. I'm still learning. All right. So I'm going to give you next Saturday's in advance. Next Saturday's radio show in advance. And here's what I came up with that I share next Saturday. Okay, you ready? Okay, this next part is taken from an Elvis Costello song, which actually came out in like, I think 1979. No, yeah, something like that. So it's not even an 80s song, but there's so much of Elvis Costello that carried into the 80s. So, all right. Oh, I just don't know where to begin. Love doesn't wait forever. It's now or never, but she keeps them hanging on. The silly champion. She says she can't go home without a chaperone. Accidents will happen, they only hit and run. You used to be a victim, now you're not the only one. Accidents will happen, they only hit and run. I don't want to hear it 'cause I know what I've done, and I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to play some music. I say 80s songs, but anyway. And it's true, we make a better day, just you and me. And it's true, we make a better day, just you and me. Right. Right, Reggie. All right, next Saturday is welcome to the first Saturday of February 2021. In 1980, Eddie Rabbitt was driving his life away, and throughout the 80s, many artists sang about their favorite cars. Come on, feel the noise. Mental health band Quiet Riot sang about a slick black Cadillac. Except he sings a little bit different than I can because I can't sing like them without being screechy right now. Okay, the Stray Cats sang "Look at That Cadillac," and Bruce Springsteen, Natalie Cole, and Aretha Franklin sang about a pink Cadillac. I even owned a little red Camaro. I like to imagine it was like Prince's little red Corvette. Little red Corvette, And then I play another 80s song, but I play another music bit here. Okay. All right. Hello and welcome. You know, Weird Al Yankovic confused a lot of people in the 80s. Did girls just want to have fun or did girls just want to have lunch? Was it better to be like a virgin or like a surgeon? If you have mashed potatoes, is it better to beat it or eat it? And certainly I am not sure which one is more costly and time consuming, wanting a new drug or wanting a new duck. Well, that's the 80s for you. Play it, Jones. Yeah. Purple, huh? We got the beat. All right. Welcome to the 80s. You know, if someone were to tell me, hush, hush, keep it down now, voices carry, I would have to wonder, what are words for when no one listens anymore? Well, I've got music. Well, actually, I got rhythm, I got music, I got my gal who could ask for anything more. And then we play more music because that was a short bit. Right? Okay. Go. Go, Henry. Woohoo! Okay. It's time. All right. The first Saturday of February 21, that's next Saturday, right? Yeah. Well, and Saturday's all right for fighting, but only if you want to fight for your right to party. But like 80s Eddie Murphy, my girl likes to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. All right, talk about party all the time. Tonight, actually, WWE Raw has one of the longest running, constant running TV shows of all time. Now that's kind of like I'm repeating myself. The longest running, constant running TV shows of all time. And WWE. Last Sunday was another, well, which is tonight, is another, so I don't have no idea who wins, and I don't have, so next time, Saturday when you hear me on my radio show, I'm not saying who wins because I have no idea, because I haven't watched it yet. All right. So last Sunday, tonight, was another annual Royal Rumble, which had its beginnings in 1988 with the winner of the first one being Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I met him. The 1989 winner was Big John Studd. 30 years ago was the 1991 winner was Hulk Hogan. Talk about 80s icons. Well, then what about whatever song I play next on the radio, which I don't know what it was, because I already recorded my show this morning. Maybe it sounded something like this. Let's go walk around the house. Hi, birdies. Pew. Oh, look at her sleeping. Where's she sleeping on the couch? Quiet. I'm hunting rabbits. That's it. Nobody else. Okay. There's 3 of us in the house, but I'm the only one that's here right now. Oh. All right, let's go. Want to wake anybody up? It's okay. Woo! All right, welcome to the end of our second hour of our 80s time here at KPPC. For all week, we play hits of the 50s, 60s, and 70s. And for our special time here on Saturday nights, the 80s. So looking back, what were some of those hits? Well, this week, we're looking back at #1 hits from this moment in years ending in 6. So, 6 is 5-year increments from years ending in 1, right? Okay, so for the 6th day of February 1956, which would have been, okay, if 1960 was 60 years ago, and this would have been 65 years ago. Okay, the #1 song was Dean Martin, Memories Are Made of This. February 1966, Petula Clark with My Love. February 1976, Paul Simon with 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. February 1986, Dionne Warwick and Friends. That's what Friends are for. All right, who can tell me the name of all 4 of the Friends? You had Dionne Warwick, you had Elton John, Stevie Wonder, and I believe Gladys Knight was the 4th one. Midnight Train to Georgia, Gladys Knight. Okay. And February 1996, Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men with One Sweet Day. And then we go to #1 song from 1989, Janet Jackson's Escapade. Yeah, Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation was so popular that she had, even though the album came out in 1989, she still had #1 hits going on up until 1991 at least. Because if you noticed, when I went through my charts earlier, for January 1991, yeah, Janet Jackson's Love Will Never Do Without You was the #1 song. 30 years ago. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hey, and then I go to the part where we're halfway done with the radio show. And then I just try to do my best Bon Jovi I can possibly do. So I'm like, whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, I believe in prayer. That's kind of a hard one to do, But anyway, welcome to the KPPC 80 show here for 4 hours on Saturday nights and now 4 hours on Sunday nights. We pass by the 50s, 60s, and 70s and move on up into the 1980s. And I want to know, besides #1 singles, what also were the #1 albums at this moment in time. So for the 6th day of February 2021, here we go. Because that's when this next show is going to be. And you can check it out online next Saturday night. Okay, February 1956, #1 album was the Oklahoma soundtrack. February 1966 was the Beatles with Rubber Soul. February 1976, Bob Dylan with Desire. February 1986, Barbra Streisand, the Broadway album. And February of 1996, Whitney Houston with the Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. All right. And then we play something by a group called, I can't remember the name of the group, but Am I the Same Girl was the name of the Swing Out Sister. That's the name of the group. So if you like them, then just check out my radio show. Woo! All right. We love our music of the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, but I enjoy reminiscing about other entertaining features of the past too. So what about the movies that caught our attention back in the day? Well, keeping with years ending in 6, here's the top grossing movies from the 50s on up. 1956 brought us The Ten Commandments, Giant, and The King and I. 1966 brought us Hawaii, The Bible in the Beginning, and Alfie. Hey, what do we got? The Only Heikel. Hello, did I say that right? Heikel? That's how I'm thinking. It's Haykel. Heikel. Heikel? Oh, correct me which one I'm wrong with. Anyway, okay. 1976, we had Rocky, A Star is Born, and Silver Streak. 1986, we had Top Gun, Crocodile Dundee, and Aliens. 1996, we had Independence Day, Twister, and Jerry Maguire. Woo! And then we play a song by Lenny Kravitz from 1991. So sometimes we fit 90s in our 80s show. Hey, Only Heikel says, yep. Yep. Okay, so I guess I'm saying it correctly. Woo! Excellent. How are you? Party time. Excellent. Woo, woo, woo. What's going on over there? How are things in your neck of the woods? All right. You know, back in 1971, Joni Mitchell came out with one of the best albums of all time with Blue. This particular, my copy of this album's seen better days, but I still have it. And all right, well, I have the CD version of it too, so that looks better at least. The record album, okay, but anyway. In 1970, she had released the song Big Yellow Taxi. In 1997, Janet Jackson sampled part of that song for her Got Till It's Gone song. Don't know what you got till it's gone. All right. And then in All It Always Seemed to Go, that you don't know what you got till it's gone. And in 2003, the Counting Crows did a popular reversion of Big Yellow Taxi with Vanessa Carlton for the movie 2 Weeks Notice. And in the middle was the 1980s. Joni Mitchell released 3 albums in the 1980s: Wild Things Run Fast, Dog Eat Dog, and Chalk Mark in a Rainstorm, with her versions of Elvis Presley's You're So Square, Baby I Don't Care. I'm sure she didn't sound exactly like that. And Good Friends being her only singles on the charts then, or at least the ones that made it under 100. And yeah, rock it. Wish I could party like it's 1999. All right. You and I in a little toy shop. Hush, hush. Voices carry. Well, wow. Okay, so next Saturday is the day before Super Bowl. So next Saturday, I say, wow, can you believe tomorrow is the 55th Super Bowl? Yes. I almost remember how to read Roman numerals still. This year we get the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And just to think, listeners and viewers right here, my YouTube fans here, next Sunday we'll probably be doing another live stream on that day in celebration of that, like we did last year. Last year when it had the Chiefs versus the 49ers. This year it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs won last year after not being in a Super Bowl since 1970. Tampa Bay's last and only Super Bowl appearance was when they won in 2003 against the Carolina Panthers. But this year, they have the winning combination of Tom Brady and Gronk, so we'll see what happens. I just remember back in 1986, a pre-Brady Patriots lost to the Chicago Bears 46-10. Oh, Texas, wherefore art thou? We haven't seen you since your last win in 1994. And okay, let's play some more songs. Right? Do it. Do what they say what they mean. One thing leads to another. The Steelers, the Raiders, the 49ers, the Redskins, the Bears, and the Giants were all Super Bowl winners back in the 1980s. It's been a while since we've seen that kind of Super Bowl shuffle. But I'm not here to feathers ruffle. Walter Payton, though, you will always be missed. What? Let's rock on. One more time. Go. But you know what else is coming up? Tomorrow is the first day of February. But you know what? Many people would just consider February Valentine's Day month. Valentine's Day for February is usually considered the coldest month of the year. So, you need some love to keep you warm. Maybe that's why Valentine's Day is so important. That's why Christmas in December, that's when it's really starting to get cold and You know, people need warmth of family. Valentine's Day, you need a different type of warmth of your heart. And yeah, and then we go from there, right? Okay. And so with that in mind, hey, perfect timing. Oh yeah, closer and closer to Valentine's Day. And we know that all you need is love. Da, 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 da. All you need is love. Da, 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 da. All you need is love, love. Hey, what did you say, Yoda? Yes, love is all you need. Even if all you have is like Whitney Houston saying, the greatest love of all is inside you, there is love to go around. Love is all around me. Love is all around me. Or so the story goes. Love lifts us up where we belong. Sometimes love is a battlefield. My, endless love. Okay, I'd love to see you again next Saturday and tomorrow too, because my radio show is on Saturday night and Sunday night. Don't forget, Sunday nights are also 80 nights here at KPPC. Later, dudes. You. Go. When I say that, I'm supposed to go right to another song. Okay, that's about it. Okay. Well, my folks, my peoples. Oh, wow, look at this one. All fired up. Good old Pat Benatar, huh? I love me some Pat Benatar. What do we got? Pat Benatar, her first album was called In the Heat of the Night. Came out in 1979. Crimes of Passion came out in August of 1980. Precious Time came out in 1981, so that was 40 years ago. I'll have to look that one up. This one has Fire and Ice and Promises in the Dark. The Whisper Promises in the Dark. Okay, 1982, she came out with Get Nervous. 1983, came out with Live from Earth. 1984, Pat Benatar came out with Tropico. That's had the song We Belong to the Night We Belong to. Okay, Seven the Hard Way came out in 1985. Wow, like one every year, okay. And that had Invincible and Sex is a Weapon. Wait, what we got here? Unizel FSTV Australia says, hello, host. Woo! 90s was the best. Okay, well, I can almost give you the 90s, although I'm pretty partial to my 1980s. But I got Pat Benatar 1988, Wild Awake in Dreamland, Best Shots. Okay, what do we got? True Love. This came out in, I think, 1990, right? 1991. All right. Gravity's Rainbow came out in 1993. All right, yeah. Pat Benatar. Ooh. All right. Unizel FSTV Australia reminds me of my childhood. Virtual hug, virtual hug. So, what are your favorite groups, artists from the 1990s? You know, my radio show that I have is slowly starting to incorporate 90s songs in it. I don't know if I'll ever have a full 90s show. I'm already your friend. Can I be your friend? Of course you can. We're friends, and if I haven't added you yet, then I definitely got to make sure I do. Well, thank you for being here and reminding me, just in case it might have been something I forgot to do. Hopefully I didn't forget. Okay, so Australia. That means that it's like in the morning time for you too. That means it's probably like close to 8 o'clock or something like that. It's about 8 a.m. in Australia. Because right now it's 7 a.m. in the Philippines. So it's probably about 8 a.m. in Australia. Either 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. One of those two, right? Okay. Unizel FSTV from the Philippines originally. Okay, it is 10 a.m. in Australia right now. Wow. Wow. So, wow, they're even farther ahead than I thought. Okay. All right. Well, Unizel, since you're here with me, and I am going to go ahead and end the show because I got to go plug my laptop in that I'm using for this recording before it dies. And I'm going to get ready to go watch some wrestling. They have the WWE Royal Rumble is tonight. So you can come along with me, and we are going to go ahead and say good night or goodbye to all the living creatures currently in our house that we can say goodbye to. Right now, my wife Mercy from the Philippines is here, but she's sleeping on the couch. We have her other friend Merlita who came home, but her door shut. I got birds and fish, so let's start with. No, tell you what. You can say goodbye to Mercy. No, we're not gonna wake her up, okay? There's Mercy right there. Let's go say goodbye to the fish. I have to go. Yes, you can. Okay. Now say goodbye to. We got birds too. We got parakeets. So we're gonna go say goodbye to the parakeets. I need a jacket though. I'm still. Huh? I'm not sure if I understand. Okay. So anyway, all right. We're gonna say goodbye to the birds. Uh-oh. Yeah, better get going because my laptop's about to die on me. All right, so let's say goodbye to the birds. Bye, birdies. Can you see them? Try not to get in the way. Next time, hey, if you can come on here next time, we will do that. Hey, wow, we got Jerry Tamuto vlog. Hi there, Jerry. Hey, all right. You're new in my live. Well, welcome. You got me as we're getting ready to say goodbye because everybody else in the house is sleeping right now, and I don't want to wake them up. Yeah, well, they're parakeets, also known as budgie buddies. So that's what we got. All right. So we're going to come in here. All right. So thumbs up. Yay. All right. Thank you, Jerry. All right. So I can't really, I don't have Mercy here to say goodbye with me. So I guess you just got me surrounded by all these record albums, 80s. But, considering that you like 90s, I'll have to include more 90s stuff. But by the early 90s, I stopped actually collecting vinyl albums. I started actually buying CDs. And they're much smaller in size, so they don't show up as well. But, what are you going to do, huh? All right. See you next time then. Well, all right. Good to see you guys, Jerry Unizel. Now that you're on here, I definitely will come check you guys out and make sure that we are all friends and that we support each other and we go like that, okay? All right. So I guess bye everybody. Bye. Have a good day. Have a good Sunday. Have a good week. I'll see you all next Sunday. Unless I see you earlier, but probably next Sunday. All right.